to check on my iPad to make sure this is all going well. Then we'll get started. I have my iPad open so then I could talk to you guys on the chat. But yeah, if you're new here, I'm ex-art student. I am a artist located in Connecticut. Cool, I hear myself. Amazing. All right, cool. Zoom in a bit. All right, we'll get started. Like I said, I'm ex-art student. I am a artist located in Connecticut. I've been making art for all my life, and today my goal is to carve some stamps. So yesterday I was at an art market. It did not go well, but I met a lot of really nice people. So that was pretty cool. But while I'm at an art market, sometimes the time passes really slow, and it's a lot easier to do a craft while you're there, because then you're like sitting there for like 3 to 8 hours and you're like, okay, now what? Especially if it's not busy, you're like, okay, what am I gonna do now? So that's why I like bringing something to do. Sometimes I'll bring my sketchbook, but I feel like I sketch so much every day that I don't want to do that. I want to do something more tactile. Yeah, like I almost want to bring like Lego sets, you know? So yeah, I either bring like bracelet making or I don't know, like wire stuff, coloring books, whatever it is to pass the time. And yesterday I did stamps. So that's what I have here. And I made all of these like celestial ones. They're not perfect, but I do like the shapes of them. And I'm a fan of anything moon, star, sun-esque. But I thought, since I do have, I'll show you guys. My husband got me this dress, which it fits really well on me, but the designs I'm not a fan of. I'll zoom out so you can see. Yeah, it's a lot going on. I prefer it probably just to be this blue. I don't need any of these fancy things. To me, this is not my style at all. So my plan was to dye this black, hopefully get rid of a lot of the details. And then, since I have my stamps, I could put cool designs over any parts that are hard to cover with the ink. Or maybe just do like stars up here, like big stars, small stars, all the way up this dress. And if it doesn't work, then I donate it to Goodwill or Salvation Army or whatever. So, since I already did all the stars and moons and stuff, and I could use that multiple times. Multiple times. Yeah, I said that right. I'm going to do some moths because I like moths, and I think it'd be really cool to have it on one of my future clothing pieces. So let me go right here. And feel free to comment in the chat if you have any questions about what I'm doing or who I am. Just gonna be a nice chill vibe, and if you have any suggestions for certain moths, let me know. I just did a bunch of these moths. It's gonna be in a future video. With marker, and I'm going to put them around glasses. You guys will see it eventually if you watch my YouTube channel. So I think I'm just gonna pick from here which one I want to do. I don't have a Luna moth. That's okay. I think I could probably draw one like by heart. Maybe I'll do a death moth, and then I'll also do a Luna moth. I think that will be a good idea. And if I think of anything else, I shall do that. All right. Be simpler this way. I don't know. Just do it, I guess. So when I'm doing this, I obviously like to do a little sketch. Hi Jessa, nice to see you again. I hope you're keeping up with all your sketches and your portfolio's looking good. So yeah, I do a light sketch that helps me visualize what I'm trying to create. And then eventually I can carve it. And even if I don't like the sketch, I could practice with the carving a bit. I don't know. I just think it'd be really cool to have moths on my clothing, especially if I could make it myself, because I do have like fabric ink. Maybe when I'm done with tie-dyeing and everything, maybe in the next, not tie-dyeing, but just dyeing, maybe in the next, I feel like that's wrong, the next live stream, I can do, what is it called? Death Moth. I'm just pulling up a reference on my iPad. Yeah, so maybe in the next stream, if I have everything dyed properly, I can do it, like add all of these things on there, which I think would be pretty cool. Okay, that is not the correct shape. So like I mentioned, I was at an art market yesterday, and if any of you guys are in the Connecticut area this weekend, I'll be doing another art market. I post where I'm going to be for my art markets on my Instagram. So every weekend this October, I will be in Connecticut doing a art market, because it is the spooky season and a lot of my stuff is more on the spooky side. So I figured this would be the perfect opportunity to try to sell my stuff. But as always, if you can't make it to a market and you do want to get some of my stuff, I have an Etsy. You could just look up X Art Student, or it's in the description on my channel, like if you go to my homepage. You made 2 animal OCs. Pretty cool, Jessa. I can't wait to see it. Are you going to post it on Instagram? And for anyone who's new here, I love when you guys send me your stuff. You could send it to me on Instagram or tag me in a YouTube video, like comment on it, so then I'll check out your stuff. I like seeing what you guys create. It's fun to see the styles you guys do, the ideas you have. And it's cool to see what people who are watching me are into doodling. And if you don't like to doodle, or you don't doodle in general, that's fine too. I don't mind just being like on the side while you study or do your homework or something. I understand that. Sometimes it's nice to just have someone nearby. So yeah, if you're in the Connecticut area this weekend, I'll be at Talks Brewing Company, and I'll be selling my work there. It's in New London, Connecticut. But I'll be at a ton of others this spooky season, so that will all be on Instagram. Unless you guys want to know it earlier than like the weekend before. I've yet to post about the one I'm going to this weekend. So honestly, I'm kind of bad at advertising markets. Not that anyone I know goes to them, unless I like tell my husband to stop by. If it's like close enough, I'm like, yeah, if it's an hour away, don't even worry about it. He's been at enough of my markets, and I could definitely manage on my own. I feel like I don't want the antenna. Oh, cool, Jessa. I'll have to check it out. Trying to make it as even as possible, but I know that's not always the case. I'm just coloring this in to remember what not to, like when it comes to these stripes. I want these to be filled with the ink. I don't want to mess up that process. But yeah, I'm excited for this weekend's art market and for the ones coming up as well. I think that will be fun. All right, I'll go back to YouTube so I could still see the chat. So yeah. I think I might want to cut this. What an exact did I do? I don't know. It's kind of a thick sheet of rubber. I feel like I could probably cut through it. Whoa, that's so much easier than a scissor. Yesterday I was using a scissor and it took forever. Holy crap. I'm impressed. I'm amazed. Technology. Gotta love a good tool. All right, so I'm gonna put that to the side, and then I think I'm gonna use the big tool just to get the background done, and then I'll go in for the details. Normally I do the details first. I don't know why. Maybe I'm a bit nervous. And if you guys know me on this channel, I avoid the hard part for a little bit, and then I go into it. All right, it's just a lot to shave down. So this is just a basic, it's called Speedball. It's a basic stamp carver. It comes with 3 different tips, and I'm using the biggest one just so then I could get rid of all of this, because I don't want the background to be printed, like stamped onto my clothing or whatever I use it on. I only want the lines that are here. So yeah, anything that's raised is going to be what will have ink on it. So I want to carve it down, so then I get the design that I want, because it'd stink going through all of that and then not getting what you want. If you guys are doing any stamp stuff, make sure you carve away from yourself and not near your fingers. I remember when I was in school, in high school, when I first got introduced to like litho prints and like rubber stamp making and stuff like that, my teacher was like, make sure you don't cut yourself with the tool, it's really sharp. And then right after he said it, I cut myself with the tool, like across my finger. And I was like, can I go to the nurse, please? He's like, dude, it literally just, last breath I took was me saying, don't cut yourself with this tool. It was kind of funny, but it hurt a lot, so it wasn't that funny. Yeah. I find carving is very fun and satisfying to do. When my husband visited me yesterday at the art market, I had a few designs already drawn out. I think he cut this one for me, and so it's a little, like, not straight, but that's okay. He had fun with it, and I'm sure it'll still look cool. Like, when it comes to these stamps, I'm not expecting it to be perfect, and I kind of like that lined look anyways, like block print kind of look. So if it's not perfect, it's not perfect. It's just having fun, and hopefully it turns out well. That's what it comes down to, for me at least. So yeah, at this weekend's art market, I don't think my costume's gonna be ready because I have a lot of Halloween stuff coming up. I probably should have started this in September, but I did not. I feel like all the days and months are flying by. Maybe it's just because I'm getting older. But yeah, I think I'm probably just gonna paint my face like a skull and call it a day, because I have a bunch of gravestones I've made to hang up some of my artwork, and my whole theme and obviously my icon is a skull, like bones and stuff. So I think it'd be pretty cool to have my stuff look like that. I don't know, very cemetery gravestone. I was debating being Grim Reaper, but I wouldn't be able to hold the scythe, and I also don't want to hold the scythe the whole time. But my main idea was to create some kind of like witchy moth lady, but I'm still in the process of doing that. Hello, welcome. So yeah, I think because I'm not going to be finished with my costume, I mean, I hope I am, but if I'm not this weekend, my backup is to face paint myself. My mom gave me this like kit of face paint. She said it's like high quality. I don't really know. But one of them's like more neutral, and then the other one's like prismatic colors. Oh yeah, this is like lip colors to me. And then this one I like more. I like colors. Yeah, so I feel like if I just use that and the black, maybe a little bit of purple or green or something, that'd be pretty cool. Ooh, gold would be fun, maybe as like little details. I don't know. That's cool. Yeah, I love doing crafts too, Vicky. So I was like, maybe I should practice face painting myself before the market happens. But for some reason, I feel like I will not practice, and I'll do it the day of, and I'll just wing it. It'll be fine, I think. Worst case scenario, I take it off and I put on some of my own makeup. Okay. Have any of you guys tried carving stamps at all? Or anyone done like wood carving at all? I feel like that would be cool. I've not done wood carving, but I would love to try that eventually. I feel like I could get the hang of it. Maybe. Ooh, cool, Jessa. What have you done? Yeah, little fox pendant. Out of the stamp or out of wood? feel like this week I've been like dragging my feet to do anything. And then today it was like super cold where I live. And I do not like the cold. So I've been dragging my feet even more. Oh, cool. Jesse, you'll have to send me a picture. Or if it's on your Instagram, tag me in the photo. I'd love to see the wood carving. Okay. I'm like holding my breath. Okay, got a little bit there. Have it on him. So gift to like grandfather. Oh, grandmother. Oh. That's nice that you gifted it to your grandmother. I'm sorry about her passing. I'm sure she loved it. I feel like a handmade gift is way better than a bought gift, but a bought gift is way more convenient. Okay. I like doing handmade things just for people. I also don't have a job, so that's my only option. Yeah, I understand that, Jessa. As you know, this is my job for now, but I'm not monetized, so I'm not getting paid from it. So I also try to stick to making things. Okay, I think I could move on to the next one. I'm gonna use the tiniest tip, so then we can get all those details. I think it'd be really nice. I think if we look at the death moth, how it is dark in a lot of places, I think for this part of the wing, I'm only going to leave the stripes. I think that'd be pretty. Ooh, actually, since these are white, I could carve only those out and all of this would be blacked out, which would be pretty cool. But if I'm going to use white ink, what do you guys think? If I'm going to use white ink on this piece, so anything that's raised will be put on the stamp. So for example, this moon, the only thing that will get painted is this. For this sun, the only details that will show up are anything that's like the raised parts of this, not any of this, not any of the inside of the face. So when I'm looking at this, and I'm going to be printing with white ink on a black garment, and I usually wear black, so I feel like I'd probably be using white or red anyways. Should I have these stripes popped out as the line work, and then it would be white, and then this part would be black technically because of the fabric? Or should I just go for it and cut this out so then the background of the wing will all be white and this squiggle will not be there, and that will be the black part? What do you guys think? Screw that on while we're here. So should I cut out the stripe or should I cut out the wing? I guess that's my question. Ugh. I decided to try apple cider vinegar in my water. It kind of looks like doo-doo water. Every time I smell it or drink it, it's very hard to drink. I don't think I'm a vinegar person, besides like pickles because they're covered in vinegar, or what the hell? What else do I like? Oh, salt and vinegar chips are good, but this is rough. All right, what do you guys think? Should I cut out the stripe or should I cut out the wing? All right, no answer, but that's okay. I'm working on this part. Maybe I'll zoom in a little bit more for you guys. How's that looking? I think cool. Hopefully. If it doesn't look good, just complain in the comments and complain in the chat, and I'll fix it up. The wing. So do you want me to cut out the wing or leave the wing? Oof, I almost destroyed one of my things. Cut it out. Yeah, I was leaning towards that too. I think it'd be cool to have just the stripe showing. I'm with you, Jessa. Lately, I've been watching The Sopranos, and sometimes it's the only reason how I'm able to get myself to go to the gym and run on the treadmill. Because sometimes I'm not motivated to run. And like I've mentioned, I've been doing the Nike Run app, and I'm getting into the high numbers. How the hell does this work? Okay, I've got it. So I'm trying to run a 10K, which is 6.1 miles, just to see if I can. And I'm currently up to 4.9, which is a lot. That's probably the most I've ever run, ever. Oh, this is tiny. This was a mistake. Anyways, I don't really know how I'm gonna do the 10K. Probably just give up after I'm done with it. Like, I'm not going to be consistent with 10Ks every couple of weeks. I don't want to run 6 miles every few weeks. I think I'm good with like 3 miles. That's more doable, even though I can run like 2 miles a day. Like, that's fortunately not terrible for me. I don't know why I brought up the Nike Run app. It's probably not even that important. Oh yeah, I've been watching The Sopranos, and while I run, I put my iPad in front of the screen so then I could focus on it. But then also, I can't see the screen, and that helps me not just count down the minutes or count down the miles, because I definitely do that, and then I'm miserable, and I get really cranky, and I want to give up on what I'm doing. So, watching YouTube or The Sopranos really helps with running. Yeah. I know it's an old show, but I don't know. I feel like everyone loved the show when I was growing up. My parents used to watch it all the time. And I was telling them that I was watching The Sopranos, and then my mom gave up like a big spoiler. I'm like, Mother, I'm in the first season. What are you doing? So that was disappointing, but it's fine. I don't know what season I'm in now. Lately, my husband and I have been watching The Rookie. It's on Hulu. It's about police rookies and just like police stuff in Los Angeles. Yeah, it's entertaining. Kind of just is good to put on right before bed. More attached to the characters, so watched enough of the show. I feel like I need more. That's too much. There we go. I feel like even if it's not perfect, it will still be cool to have the different texture there. Yeah. So I feel like Luna moths are definitely my favorite moth. And then I feel like the death moth is my second favorite. Ooh, looks cool. It'll be fun with ink. Maybe later after I'm done with this moth, and then probably a Luna moth we could do on here. I could test out the stamp, which I think will be pretty cool. It'll be good to see if it works or not. Okay. Should I move on to the top wing or do the left wing, like the left bottom? Oof. Should I do the top wing or do the same thing on the left? I'm working on some Halloween decor. I'm making many illustrations and I'm going to laminate them. Fun, Jessa. I'd love to see that when you're done. I feel like I haven't made same one on the left. Okay. I feel like I haven't made a lot of the hell is it called? Decorations. For Halloween. Actually, for any holiday. I probably should. I feel like that'd be fun. But I also don't have a lot of room for decorations. So that's probably why I don't want to make any more. But I don't mind a good pumpkin, as you guys have seen with my pumpkin tattooing on this channel. Yeah. Shit. I could fix it. Maybe. Yeah, it's fixed. Am I still on screen? Nope, totally not. Paper is the best. I could just put them in a file. Oh, that's smart, Jessa. Didn't even think of that. Yeah. I feel like I like the idea of like banners and stuff, but I don't like actually hanging them up. maybe I'm just lazy. Maybe I should just spend some time to decorate. I don't know. I feel like I'm just tired all the time. I did just travel this weekend, so that could be why I'm extra tired. Usually it takes me like an entire week to get my energy back after traveling. Usually like 5 days, which is tough on my body, but the traveling was worth it. We got to see some family members, and I got to see my new baby niece. It was a good celebration. It was nice to see everyone, so it's worth it. Does anyone have any Halloween plans? Good friends drink. Nice. Yeah, I don't think I usually have plans before Halloween. I never really have it on Halloween. Probably just watch some movies with my husband and maybe do a live stream or something. I feel like that'd be cool. And tell like some scary stories or something. When I was a teacher and it would be Halloween, to help the kids not be so annoyed that they're at school on Halloween, which is inevitable, I would read them a spooky tale like The Girl with the Ribbon Around Her Neck, or the one with the tea that kills people and the lady who stuffs the people that goes to her hotel. And we'd put on like a little fire. So I was kind of thinking of doing that on Halloween. Maybe dressing up and just telling some campfire stories or my own ghost stories. And yeah. Probably wind up doing that. I feel like it's fun to tell stories. Okay. Any of you guys been reading any books or listening to any books lately? Lately, I've been reading Stephen King, or listening to it, not really reading. But what else is new? Always listen to Stephen King. My goal is to get through all of his books. And it definitely helps having it in audio form. So when I'm making art, I can listen to them. It's a lot easier than reading it. No books, Jessa? Right now, well, I just finished Cujo, which is about like a dog that got rabies and then was super confused and then started killing people because of the rabies. It was really sad. And now I'm trying to finish Tommyknockers. It's basically about aliens coming to Earth and basically messing stuff up. I have 6 hours left on that audiobook and only a few days left. So I'm trying to finish it now before I have to return it and then wait for someone else to finish it in a few weeks or even months. Because last time I didn't finish it and I did not get it back for months. But that's what you get for borrowing it from the local library. You get what you get. So can't complain. Get free books. I feel like Tommyknockers kind of dragged on. It's a big book. I'm just trying to finish it at this point. Maybe I could do it a little bit deeper. Lately, I've been seeing Prickly Alpaca on YouTube. She does like a lot of really cool art stuff, and she's into like moths and moss and witchy stuff, so basically the same stuff I'm into. And she's been doing some print work with stamps on fabric for like patchwork for skirts and stuff, or pillows. Sarah J. Maas books. What kind of books are those? I think I'm definitely into like mystery, thriller. Sorry guys, that's my dog. She heard a dog. It's okay. I know. Alright. That's okay. And I like detective books actually. Especially anything with Harry Bosch. Gotta love him. Kind of fantasy, romance, some action. Alright, I'll write it down. I love new, oh, I do have paper near me. I feel like I never just have paper. Alright, Sarah J. Is there a specific book that you like by them? Straighten up these lines a wee bit. So you guys can see. Oh, A Court of Thorn and Roses or Assassin's Blade. I have yet to read that series. I know everyone was going crazy for it. But they must be going crazy for it for a reason. I'll write that down. Court of Thorns and Roses. Assassin's Blade. Yeah, I'm not really into the books that I'm listening to now too much. But, oh, if you like other art YouTubers or just calming creative types. There's Kathleen Illustrated. I like watching her stuff. She recommends, oh God, what is it called? I think it's like In Between Two Fires or something like that, or Between Two Fires. So good. Love that book. I read it because of her last year, and it was so good and inspiring. I did a piece on my YouTube channel about it, actually. I have my vinyl cutter, and I figured out I can cut paper with it as well. Not as good as I can with vinyl, but I was able to experiment and try to create Tomas. And I made a seraphim because there's an angel in there. It was a crazy book. It was good. It was not what I expected at all. Yeah. So anyways, Prickly Pear's been doing a lot of... Oh, no, Prickly Alpaca, sorry. I love prickly pears. They're like this cactus. It has a pink part on it, and you can eat it, but people... It has like spikes on it, so you have to eat it the proper way without getting spikes on you. But I have eaten it and gotten spikes on me. I went on a hike in Arizona. We found one, and we tried it. It was really good. And there were spikes everywhere, though. All over our fingers. Tiny, tiny little spikes. Was it worth it? Probably not. For the experience? Yeah. But there's like prickly pear tea, and sometimes you could eat... Oh, there's a prickly pear drink in Arizona. They did like prickly pear lemonade. So fucking good. We got it as like a drink, but you could also get it as a shot. I don't know. I'm also a sucker for pink lemonade, or lemonade in general. I feel like it's a good flavor. Anyways, Prickly Alpaca, or Kira on YouTube, she likes doing a lot of mossy, celestial stuff, witchy things, and I think she's pretty funny. So if you haven't already, you should definitely check her out. Yeah, she makes a lot of cool stamps, and I got inspired from all of her stamps to make my own, because why not customize my clothing and have moths on my stuff? Especially because I like the way that the stamps look. Like that sketchy woodblock print look. I think it's so cool. The textures, amazing. She's much better at illustrating than I am, though. I'm slowly trying to build up my illustrative, I guess, skills would be the best word. I don't know. I definitely like her style. But I like mine too. I think I just need to get better at it. Oh my god, all I could smell is the apple cider vinegar. Recently, my husband and I and a friend and their significant other, we went apple picking, and they had the cider donuts. So good. So I currently live in New England, or the northeast of the United States. So it is fall time. The pumpkins are out, the apples are out, the pumpkin spice is out and about. I don't really care for pumpkin spice. I only use it when I make pumpkin pie or pumpkin. I don't know if you use it for pumpkin bread. I forgot. But I don't know. Like everyone's obsessed about pumpkin spice lattes. Oh, you guys can barely see this. Yeah, I don't really care about that because I don't really like coffee. It's not that I don't really like coffee, I just don't like coffee. I don't know, I think I'd prefer cinnamon over pumpkin spice. Like I said, not that I... Oh man, I should have left some of these lines so then it would be the wings. Like, you know, like the stripes in the wings, like these lines, the red ones. It's okay. I think it will still look cool. You need coffee to function. It's funny. My dad, my sister, and my husband are all the same way as you. I don't know. I never tried coffee. My dad always loved coffee when I was younger, and we'd get these tin water bottles and he'd fill it up with his coffee and it stained the taste of it. So even when we'd fill it up with water, it would just taste like coffee. It was so gross. So we'd go on like a hike or a bike ride and I'd get coffee water. I was not happy. Eventually he got his own set of containers for his coffee. And I have never really liked it. I can tell when something has coffee like right away. My husband wishes I drank coffee so I could try different flavors. But part of me doesn't, well, I don't like I love the smell of it because it reminds me of my dad in the mornings when I was a kid. But I don't like the taste. And I'm sure if I tried it often, I'd probably be into it. But not for me. I don't know. It's funny, Jessa. I understand that though. Yeah, I don't really want to drink coffee because I don't want to be addicted to it. And I know I have an addictive personality. So I'm trying not to put that in my life because I'll probably drink too much of it anyways. And then I also know people get like the headaches from no coffee. And I don't think I want that. I'm like a baby when I get a headache. And I don't think I'd be very happy with myself if I brought it onto myself because I didn't have caffeine, like an addiction that I started. I don't mind tea though. Tea's nice. Cool. All right. I think I'm going to work on a Luna Moth. Oh, I did not finish. I didn't even do the face. What am I doing? First puppy when I was 13 because of early morning sport practices. I never had to do any of the early morning sport practices. I did it after school, so I don't know what that's like. But I get it. It's hard to stay awake when or be up that early and then go to school right after. What sport did you do? I know the swim team had to be up at the school at like 5 in the morning. My brother was on the diving team, so he had to get up every morning very early. I did tennis, so it was always after school. And our coach was one of the elementary school teachers, so we started later than everyone else. Like, he'd get out of school around 3, but we got out of high school at 2:30, so we'd have to wait until he came around in order to start our practice, which was annoying, but now looking back at it, I understand. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully that looks cool. Okay, now I've never heard of ringgits. That's so interesting. Is it like a Canadian thing? Which one's bigger? This one. Okay. Possibly. I'm sure if I Googled it, I'll just Google it. That probably makes sense. I have a whole ass computer next to me. Oh, is it like hockey? I mean, it looks a little bit different. Oh, it looks like hockey but with rings. That's interesting. I've never ever heard of that before. That's pretty cool though. I think hockey, just different rules, but the stick doesn't have the curve. Yeah, I was looking at that. That's so interesting. Okay, let's do... I'm going to pull up a picture of Luna moths. Even though I do know what they look like, but sometimes it's nice to have a reference. Cute. Sometimes when I'm doing like moth wings or something, I feel like they just come out like dookie half the time. Like they're not the shape that they need to be. Like they're too high up. I want them to be more flat, if that makes sense. This almost feels like what you could practice on tattooing. Should try that. Maybe it's the same shit. I mean, it's a lot thicker, so probably not. But good to see it. I think that's not even at all. Okay. Shit. It's too big. That looks stupid. Oh my god. Alright. Let me start over. Oh, this looks ugly on this side. Alright. Maybe I'll bring it higher. Maybe I should find a moth that's more, yeah. Okay. Yes, cute, cute, cute. Oh, that should be the middle. Yup. Much better. Cute. Leaf. Can I do? I feel like the antennae are going to be very hard to do. Hopefully I could figure it out. I have a Billie Eilish song stuck in my head. The Shihiro one, or I don't know, it starts, it's like C8. I think it's Shihiro. I feel like all of her high parts get stuck in my head. And of course, I'm definitely not a soprano. So, don't know how that girl does it. Okay. My arm hurts. It'll be fine. It shall be fine. Been listening to Mr. Ballin and Two Girls, One Ghost lately. They usually do like a lot of good, creepy kind of podcast stories. I don't know. I like listening to stories. I like listening to ghost stories. It's all interesting to me. And then do I do the stripes? Is that even possible? I feel like that's gonna be tough. Yeah, it's not supposed to go through the stripe. For Julie. Okay, good. There's like a fruit fly that will not leave here. Does that look cute? I feel like it doesn't. Maybe I don't like the wings. I like the bottom ones. That's fine. I don't need them to be perfect. I just want them to look decent. All right. Finished with that. Let me go back to YouTube so I could see the chat. Not that anything's really gone on. Ugh. The apple cider vinegar is intense. Okay. Now, let's get started. Ooh. I probably should have cut this so I could have more stamps. It's probably for the better. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, that's for some other doodle. Maybe I could do a star later. Put that to the side. Okay. What should I do? I feel like I have to get a certain pressure on this or a certain angle for it to work easily. A little bit so you guys can see that. I think it was 2 weekends ago. We went to a garlic festival and I love garlic. There's also like a cool anime store. And I actually did one of the gacha thingies. I like never do that, but I did Princess Mononoke and I got this guy. It was pretty cool. It's a magnet, so I just have him next to my desk because my desk is magnetic. I'm not gonna go terribly close. I'm going to clean it up with the small tip later. But yeah, at the festival, of course, there's fresh garlic, there's garlic bread, garlic olive oil. They had, oh, it was like freeze dried, or I don't know, garlic. I got the barbecue flavored garlic. That's stupid. Don't cut towards yourself. Yeah, and then they had garlic ice cream, and I tried it. It was so funny. I was talking to my grandma the day before. I was like, yeah, we're going to a garlic festival. She's like, do you know they actually have garlic ice cream there? Like, hot damn. Well, apparently. I'm not Google, but I heard that ice cream used to not be sweet. And the first flavors of ice cream were like onion and garlic and stuff like that. And then eventually they did sweet ice creams, which is so crazy to me. Love ice cream, specifically mint chocolate chip or chocolate. The more chocolate, the better. I think I love a good like brownie and like crunchy thing, like an Oreo cookie in it, or like a chocolate covered cone. Like those are good ice creams or ice cream toppings. So I tried the garlic ice cream. Honestly, it wasn't bad. It had lemon sorbet in it. That's what it felt like a lemon base, like a lemon ice basically. And then it had garlic in it. And I feel like when you're cooking, garlic and lemon go well together. So it was weird because it was ice cream, but the flavors worked well together. I think if they blended the garlic more instead of having chunks in there, it would have been better. But it was still a fun experience, so I can't complain too much. I mean, I bought it, so I mean, my husband bought it, not me. So it was fun. I don't know. This weekend, I definitely want to go to the Ren Fair, if not sometime in October. But I feel like each weekend I'm gonna be pooped because of the art markets. Like I have one every single Saturday, which is kind of daunting. And then I have one almost every day. No, it's like every other day on Tuesdays. So I have art markets 2 times a week. I didn't even unpack my car fully. I'm just gonna leave it in there. Hopefully we don't have intense heat or something. Maybe I'll just bring in like my wood burning stuff so then it doesn't mold or anything like that. I just need to be able to see out of my car. But I also don't want to keep unpacking my car if I'm going to be at a market a lot. Multiple markets. I'm excited to show off my new gravestones. That will be a video soon on my channel. And like I made gravestones so then I could hang up my pieces on them so people could walk by and see them. And it's a better way to display it, my art, I think. And goes with the whole skull theme of it all. This is fun, but I'm also a little bored of it. It's fine. I think I need some nasty apple cider vinegar. Holy crap, that's bad. Ugh. Give me like heebie-jeebies. Alright, maybe I zoom in for this. I need the tiny tip. Oops. Get all that detail. Okay, okay. What the heck am I gonna do? I didn't plan this out. Okay, let me do the edges because that makes the most sense for me. Okay, oops. Okay. Ugh, I went underneath that. Not good, not good. Okay. Just making sure you guys can see what I see. Maybe that was dumb. Maybe I could fix it. I feel like this looks like shit now. Let me fix it. Cute. Kind of. Not really. Should have just stuck with how thick it was. It's fine though. It's fine. Oh, I mean, honestly, that little curve's not too bad. I feel like that's decorative. Wow. I think that's the plan. Just gonna take out these little lines. the veins of the wings are not correct. That's okay though. Excuse me. I feel like this edge is not that fine. Part of me wishes I had like a magnifying glass or something right here. How the hell am I gonna do this? I think we'll just wing it. Haha, wing it. We're doing the wings. Maybe we do a little bit more. Yeah, that's cute. And then I'll do a little chunk right there. Weave, a little rough, a little rough. And then do the outline of the moth body. Then I'll do hair. Do you like how it has that thin tip at the end? Like when I do the lines, it tapers off to something thin. Maybe I could. I saw online someone go to an art market and the artist had their stamps there and they would do printing right there at the market. I don't know, I thought that was pretty cool. I feel like I wouldn't mind doing that. I would just need a bunch of table space. I think my next market I only have 6 feet, which sounds like a lot, but it could, oh my god, could easily not work out. Shit. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to work backwards. There we go. I'm working it out. It will work. If not, I get rid of them. Worst case scenario. I'm excited to try this out later. Yeah, but I don't know. I think that'd be pretty cool to have a little space to have people get my stamps on their clothing or like fabric or something. That's decent. I'm gonna thin up the lines. Oh, mess. So much of a mess. Alright, I'm gonna thin up the lines on top. I think that'll be the best method. Okay. Oh my god. There we go. Fixed, kind of. Thin up these lines just a wee bit. Okay. Oh, the circles. Hopefully that looks good. Yeah, that's fine. Do that little triangle divot. Cute, kind of. And then, okay, cute. Now I'll do another one of those. Do you guys watch any cool art YouTubers at all? I'd love to know what you guys watch. I like discovering new artists online and seeing what they're up to. Or do you guys have a channel? That'd be cool to watch too. Okay, so we have these two. I'll just see what I'm doing. Okay, so I have this mess. I'm gonna clean up so many little pieces. But yeah, if you guys have any artists that you would recommend, maybe on Instagram or YouTube or something, I'd love to follow them. Love watching YouTube. So I wouldn't mind discovering new people. Okay. A little bit. I'm gonna throw this out real quick. Alright. Now we have these bad boys. Probably just do it in my sketchbook, I think. Yeah. This one. Oh, I love Vespertilo. Vespertilo. I'm gonna write down your suggestions. Draws. Never heard of them, but like I said, love discovering new people, and I trust your judgment, Jessa. Okay, let me get my ink bucket. I'll zoom out a little bit, a wee bit for you guys. I have this bad boy. It's filled with, see, like I said, we could do more stamps, just not today. Cool. Let me move those over. See, more ink. And maybe I need to cut down those sides. Let me do a little bit more ink. We'll try it out first. Okay. Yeah, that feels better. It's rolling more. Okay, move that bad boy over. Nice and dark, cute. Okay, let's try this bad boy again. All right, not bad. We're missing the mouth of the skull. Still looks cool though. Oh, I just need to press down harder. That's cool. I like it. Wow. Look at this, guys. Cool. Maybe I could cut off. Do this. Honestly, I don't think, actually, do I mind it? Maybe. I'm gonna cut off some of the parts that I do not like. Do the big boy. You know what's weird? I was just thinking, oh, that's not, didn't even stick in there. I was thinking about like my days of exploring. And one of the days, there's a fire department at the abandoned hospital that I used to go to. And we somehow climbed up a tree, climbed up to a second floor window that was tiny as fuck, and we got in. All that was in there was just stuff from the workers. They had the key to get into the fire station, and they left extra supplies in there. Actually, it was wood to board up the buildings that we were trying to get into. They didn't think we would climb up a tree, up a fire hose, into a second floor building, but we did. Showed them. Not that we were trying to do anything crazy. I used to be very into exploring. Okay. I feel like it looks better. I mean, that's a little raised, but it's not bad. I like it. All right, let's do another page. A little bit more ink. I think the worst part of this is the cleanup after. I don't like cleaning up the ink, like the glass after. All right, let's see. I didn't press down hard enough. Let me do it upside down so I don't waste the space. Oh, just putting my finger in ink. Okay, let's see. Cool. Much better, much better. Honestly, that's pretty cool looking, guys. I'm a fan. Let me do a little bit more in the middle. Or actually, anywhere that's needed. Oh my god, have you ever seen, like, that looks way better. I mean, not that side. I need more ink, but it looks cool. Have you ever seen, like, people do, like, the 4-way moths or butterflies, and they do, like, folding things with it? I like those. Yeah, I guess let's see how other stamps turned out. Not that you guys were there for that, but it's always good to check in. See if there's anything else we have to fix. Oh, we could do one of those like reveals where they do like 10,000 stamps on one page, and we could see how it turns out. Cute. Okay. This looks so Halloween-y. Love it. I'm excited to use it. That's not enough ink. That was stupid. Just do it the right way. I'm like just putting my fingers in the ink. That's all I'm doing. can't do the sun on this page, but let's squeeze these bad boys down. All right. Oh, that one's already coming up. Not bad. Oh, that's cute. Wow. Cute. Wow, this is fun. I like this. Obviously, I'm having fun with it. Cool. All right, last one. We got to try out my sun. I worked hard on it yesterday, but I don't know if I got all the details I wanted. Gotta make sure every spot is covered well. And let's do it right in the middle. I think it'd be cool if I put like stars and stuff around this. We could do what ink's on there. Boom. Boom. Oops, that moved. Okay, that's good. Boom. Boom. Do this again. We should switch it. Didn't even work there. Oh, that was stupid. Do it the correct way. Gotta zoom in, I guess. Ooh, cool. That means more ink, but that's okay. That is okay. All right, final reveal. Oh, cute. That's actually really cute. Oh my God. Wow. I just need to fix that little area, which I can do. Not with this big boy. I want the smaller one. This is so cute. Oh my God. I'm going to have such cool clothing. Wow. So excited. Yay. All right. Let me put this tiny one in. Okay. Cute. Much better. Wow. This is fun. I'm surprised it turned out as well as it did. Felt like I was going in blind. That's so cute. Oh, I love the... Wow. I like this. I think maybe I'll go in with the big boy and get some of that background gone. Oops, I'm just loosening it. Let me move that over so that I don't get any more ink on it. You guys watching any good TV shows lately? Lucifer. I feel like I didn't really get into Lucifer. My husband liked it though. We'll have to probably try it again. I was also recommended Alice in Borderland, I think. One of my friends recommended it. I think we gotta finish The Rookie. I've also been watching Only Murders in the Building. It's very repetitive though. I guess so is The Rookie and Sopranos. They're all repetitive after a while. We're watching The Walking Dead as well. Never saw The Walking Dead. Wasn't really into the whole zombie thing when it was a craze. I do like The Last of Us though. I think it is filmed so well. It's beautiful and a good story and heartbreaking. Supernatural. Oh, I used to watch Supernatural. It was good. I don't really remember why I stopped. Maybe it was a breakup or something. Don't remember. It's definitely years ago though. Drawing a mini decor illustration of zombies rising from graves. That's awesome. Show me on Instagram later. I'd love to see it whenever it's done. No rush, of course. Is the zombie gonna go into your portfolio? Cool. That's exciting. All right. I think. Move this out of the way. It looks so good. So exciting. Wow. All right. Gonna clean this up a wee bit. My style is inks. I'm thinking of adding Red Moon. Ooh, yeah, that would be a good contrast. I think that'll be really good. Especially with your style, like, that'd be great. All right, so I'm gonna get going, but thank you guys for tuning in. I always appreciate you guys commenting and talking to me in the chat, helping me make some decisions. It's really fun for me, and hopefully it's fun for you guys as well. Yeah, so just remember I have a video coming out on Friday, and then I have a video coming out. Friday's gonna be about my 50 past sketches for my daily drawing challenge. I'm just gonna review my sketchbook, and then Monday is probably going to be either my costume or my art market displays. I have to see which one I finish first. I usually take a week to finish whatever I'm working on. So that's Monday. Yeah. Anyways, I'm going to clean up. I appreciate you guys for watching. Remember, consider liking, subscribing, or commenting if you would like. Check out my other videos. Tune in next Wednesday for a live. And yeah, I'm excited for what we can do in the future. Thanks, guys. Bye.